Okay, it's no secret that we love our wine here on the Suncoast View, but we aren't exactly experts. So to keep all of us up on wine, and so we'll be right up there with the wine enthusiasts, we have some help today. In our studio, we have a sommelier, and his name is Billy Verzi. He is from Ophelia's on the Bay. Did I get sommelier right?
Sommelier, yes.
Oh,
Look at that, Linda.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
That's one step to being a wine
I know,
expert.
I know. I'm the worst because I like white Zinfandel, and everybody says, boo, boo. My husband wouldn't have drinks with me because he was embarrassed.
Well, you know, the trend has kind of changed from white Zinfandel to rosé, you know, and I brought some rosé today.
So this is a step up.
That is.
I guess, in a way.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
It's just
Why
a
are
great
people-
summer wine since we're in Florida.
Oh,
It is,
good.
yeah.
Why are people so ashamed to admit they don't know anything about wine?
You know, I think they get intimidated, and and that's why the sommeliers come in play, where if they're unsure where they want to go with their meal, I come to the table and I say, what are you having for your meal? And I will adjust what wine to suggest depending on what they're having. So if they're going to have seafood, or they're going to have fish or a meat, and the table kind of wants to meet in the middle, I mean, a really good suggestion would, I'd go to a Pinot Noir or a Cru Beaujolais, depending on what the proteins are and how the plate's built up.
What kind of words do you want to hear from people? If someone, Linda wouldn't be familiar with the varietals, and you said to her, what flavors do you like? What do you need people to tell you so you can ID them a wine?
For white, I normally say, do you like oaked, unoaked? That's a good.
Okay, but maybe Linda doesn't know.
Do I
What
like
for me?
what?
Like if you like your whites dry, or if you like them a little bit more fuller as far as with oak on it. Then when I say oak, the wine is aged in oak, so you get a lot of vanilla.
She may
you
not
get,
know oak or not.
I like sweet.
You like sweet?
Yeah.
Riesling.
Riesling?
You can always go
Okay.
with a Riesling from Germany. It's a great wine to kind of just go in with seafood, and goes great with Asian cuisine as well.
So you need people to offer descriptive words to you.
To kind of give me an area where I can dial in as far as to find out where your palate's at.
Okay,
Wow,
so
I'm
for
look-
instance, oak means dry.
Oak means if the wine is aged in oak barrels. So
Okay.
the wine will manipulate the barrel. You'll get a little bit of vanilla, you'll get a little bit of toasty notes with the wine.
Okay, and if you want something sweeter, what do I say? Just sweet?
Sweet, and I would.
Or fruity,
Yeah.
is that a good descriptor?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know, Linda, I bet you would like that.
So when I look at that wine list, oh my goodness,
Yeah, I can
it's
get
like
that.
a foreign language.
Yes.
What can I do then?
You know, and at Ophelia's, I'm always on the floor. So if our waiters are trained, if someone's unsure about the wine list, they'll have me come to the table, and I will kind of guide you through your evening and kind of pinpoint what wine will pair with what dish.
Okay, it's time to drink. Let's see what you brought.
It's always a good time to drink. Yeah.
Tell me what
Get
you
right
brought
into
now.
it.
We brought a rosé from Provence. It's a great wine to kind of just start the evening off. It's very easy drinking, but it pairs great with seafood as well.
Can you give us the descriptive words to describe it? What would you describe this to a customer?
Off dry, a little bit of acidity, which is great with seafood. Rosé, they do a little bit of skin contact. That's why you have that color there. So what they do is when they make the wine, they leave the skins on where it takes on that little bit of color.
Oh, that-
and that's
not
where the
that
rosé
much.
comes
That
from.
kind of skin. I was
All right, and then Stephanie is a red fan, so she wanted to select the Pinot Noir.
Yeah, I brought a Pinot Noir from Burgundy. Pinots goes great with lamb, duck. Could either go
A lot of
with,
heavier meat.
you know, it can go over to seafood as well.
So
I
that
mean,
old
there's some
red-white
fish.
rule, that doesn't apply anymore?
It really doesn't. I mean, it depends on your perception.
I
But
always think
I
of-
pair reds with seafood, and that's what's fun for me is I can suggest a Pinot Noir or a Cru Beaujolais.
And I
it
usually
go-
do Pinot, and I don't do red meat, or I don't eat red meat or pork. And so I think of that as being a lighter red.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
say, yeah,
They-
that
Some are
pairs-
lighter, some are fuller in style. I mean, once you learn which Pinots in which region are grown very, very different.
Now,
Pinot Noir.
What is Stephanie? She's our expert because she
wine.
went to wine country.
Not that
5
makes me an
days in wine
expert or just a wino, but no, we're drinking the same thing. And you know
Yes,
what? I
yeah.
thought your description was accurate. For me, because I know the different tastes and what I like, but I don't always know how to describe them. So it's useful to talk to somebody and say, not too sweet, but not too tangy or
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
if we come to Ophelia's on the Bay and ask for Billy, we are not in trouble.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, this sounds like fun. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you.
much. I will
Pleasure.
see you there.